Hey everyone, if you've watched my channel before, you know how important I think good design is on a t-shirt. In fact, I made this post recently on X saying that good design accounts for 70% of getting a sale for print on demand. Now that's really high and I'm just guessing that, so I thought it would be interesting to ask AI to see if they can put a percent number on it. So I asked 4 different AIs in this video and we're going to go over it, and I think it will give us some really good insights on why design is so important for getting sales with print on demand. So let's go to the first one. I asked ChatGPT this question and let's see what it answered. Alright, so here I am on ChatGPT. You can see I asked it percentage-wise, how important is having a good t-shirt design for getting a sale with print on demand? So here it is. Here's the answer. It says, in print on demand, POD, a good t-shirt design is crucial, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. Here's a realistic percentage breakdown of how important different factors are for getting a sale. So let's see, estimated importance breakdown, design quality is 40%. So this is like the good design. How good is your design? I said in my X post that this is designs that people want to buy. I don't know if that is exactly the same thing of what they're saying here, but we're going to continue here. This includes visual appeal, clarity, uniqueness, and how well it connects with your niche and message. Yeah, so it kind of does that. A great design grabs attention and makes people want to wear it. That's true. You can't sell what people won't wear. That's exactly true. So they're saying 40% of what I consider a design that people want to buy. Next thing they're saying market fit and niche targeting, 25%. Even the best design won't sell if it doesn't resonate with a specific audience. I agree. Design for a niche or niche, depending how you want to say it. Examples, corgi lovers, gamers, teachers, drastically increases conversion chances. Yes, I would agree with that too. So I don't know if I agree with the 25%, but yeah, I kind of lump these, like these two are definitely the most important here. Product presentation, mock-ups, thumbnails, 15%. Now, you can't really control that in some of the print-on-demand sites like Redbubble and TeePublic and Amazon, but you can control that with Etsy, and I think that's what they're saying here. So your design must look good in the store. Eye-catching mock-ups and clean thumbnails help people imagine wearing it. So I think this percentage does make sense for those marketplaces that you can control the thumbnails. So rounding out these here, SEO and discoverability, titles, tags, words. Yes, no one can buy your shirt if they can't find it. That's true. Good SEO and more eyes on your product. You definitely need that. Pricing, reviews, and other trust signals. If your pricing is off or your store looks untrustworthy, it can kill conversions. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good breakdown. I would probably do higher on this one. Pricing, yeah, I mean, you have to give a percentage for something. So I think one of the things that they're missing is traffic. Like you really got to make sure that they kind of do it with SEO here, but I think it's more than just SEO. I think ads can help put you on page 1 or paid ads or whatever, because being on page 1 like is huge for this, right? And being on page 1 comes with sales, and of course you got to get sales to be on page 1 if you're not using ads, but that can really help if you're not. So in summary here, design is the biggest factor, but not the only one. So it is huge. Even a fantastic design won't sell if it's poorly marketed. That's what I'm talking about. Mismatch with the audience or hidden under weak SEO. If you're consistently making great designs but still not getting sales, the issue is often visibility, targeting, or presentation, not the design itself. I actually would double down on design though, because I think a lot of people think they have great designs but aren't following these things, design quality and target niching, right? So make sure, I would go back, like you may think you have good design. I think if you think you have good design, go back and ask your friends or get some feedback on making sure that you really do have good designs before you think it's visibility and targeting and presentation. So, all right, that's ChatGPT. Let's ask another one. The next one I'm going to ask the same question. This same question here is Grock from X. So here we're on X using Grock 3. You can see right here on the left sidebar, and I asked it the same thing. And we're going to do the same thing. Let's see how it differs here. Different AI may give a different breakdown of it. And I'm sure it will, because they're all using different things here to kind of pulling things from different places and learning different ways. So here's what Grock has to say about design. So it's estimating the exact percentage of importance for a good t-shirt design in driving print-on-demand POD sales is challenging, as it depends on multiple factors like target audience, niche, marketing, pricing, and platform. However, industry insights and trends suggest that design quality is a crucial driver of success, often accounting for a significant portion of the design making process. Here is a breakdown. So the importance of t-shirt design in POD sales, that is 40 to 60%. So what the other one was saying 40, here's it's giving it just a little bit more depending. So it's got to kind of have a range here. While no precise statistics isolates design's impact, experts in the POD industry, for example, sellers on platforms like Teespring, Redbubble, or Printful, often emphasize that a compelling, unique, and well-executed design is the primary hook for customers. It's the first thing buyers see and often the key differentiator in a crowded market. A rough estimate of 40 to 60% reflects its role relative to other factors like marketing 20 to 30%, pricing 10 to 20%, and brand trust 10 to 20%. So it's giving a lot higher. Well, the base is the same, but it's giving some leeway for even more here. Why design matters, I like that it breaks that down. Visual appeal. T-shirts are a visual product, definitely. A striking, trending, or niche specific design grabs attention, especially on social media or marketplaces where thumbnails dominate. It's a customer connection. Designs that resonate through humor, fandom, identity, or aesthetics build a emotional bond, driving impulse buys common in POD. I agree with that. You definitely have to connect with the audience, and one way to do that is with design. Competition. With millions of designs on platforms like Redbubble or Etsy, a high quality original designs help you stand out. And that is one of the major reasons why I think design is huge, because when you're on a marketplace, and especially if everybody's using the same kind of mock-ups like on Redbubble or TeePublic or even on Amazon, where it's just t-shirts, the thing that's going to stand out is your design. That's the thing that's different. That's the thing people are looking at. Kind of the other stuff kind of goes away, right? So design is super, super important. Shareability. Eye-catching or clever designs are more likely to be shared, amplified organic reach. Yes. So if you have something really funny and other people think it's funny and you can share that, that's huge. Here are some other supporting factors. So now it's breaking down what other things help get a sale. So marketing, 20 to 30%, niche relevance, 10 to 20%, pricing, 10 to 20%, quality and trust. So that's interesting. That's a different one that wasn't mentioned in the other one. I think quality and trust really helps, especially if you have your own store or maybe on Etsy where people, can rate things and things like that. So evidence, I love this conclusion here. So a good t-shirt design likely accounts for 40 to 60 of the likelihood of a sale in print on demand, with the exact weight depending on your niche, audience, and execution of other elements. To maximize success, pair a strong original design with a solid marketing, fair pricing, and a clear target market. So very good things to think about for print on demand. So really cool here. You can take a look at this. I think these are all great ideas on how to kind of balance your work for print on demand. The next AI that I wanted to ask is Copilot with Bing. So here it is. Asked the same question. It gave me a really short answer, so I'm going to read it, and then I asked a follow-up question. So Copilot says, a strong t-shirt design is crucial for success in print-on-demand sales. While it's difficult to assign an exact percentage, experts emphasize that design plays a major role in attracting customers and driving purchases. Since print-on-demand businesses rely on online sales, the visual appeal of a design is often the deciding factor for buyers. I definitely agree. Like I said, everybody sees different things in the marketplace, and then it's the design that stands out. A well-executed design helps differentiate products in a competitive market, aligns with customer interests, and enhances brand identity. Additionally, staying on top of trends such as vintage graphics, eco-friendly themes, or bold typography can significantly boost sales. Then it asks, would you like insights on specific design trends that are performing well right now? I can help you craft a strategy. So you can use AI to kind of help you figure out what to design. I may do a video for that. In fact, type that in the comments right there if you want a video on using AI to help figure out what to design. I think that would be a cool video. So because it didn't give me a percentage, I asked it, I just want you to give me a good guess on percentage. So here's what the follow-up says. If I had to make an educated guess, I'd say design accounts for 70 to 80% of the success in making a sale with print on demand. Wow, even higher than the ones before. While other factors like pricing, marketing, and niche selection matter, the visual appeal of a t-shirt is what catches a potential buyer's eyes first. I think so too. Would you say that aligns with your experience, or do you think it's even higher? So it's asking me now, and I said 70%, so it's right around what I was saying in my post on X. So that's really cool. So as we see, different AIs are rating it higher and higher. I'm asking one more. This is an AI that I haven't used, and it's called Claude, and I've heard about it through other videos and everything. So I thought I'd ask it the same question and see if it had any different opinions. Of course it will. And let's see what it says here. So this is the question up here. It says, let me search for it. And here are the answers. So it's not that long. I'll read it. While I couldn't find specific percentage data on design importance, I can provide insights based on print-on-demand industry knowledge and the available information. Design quality is extremely critical for print-on-demand t-shirt success, likely accounting for 60 to 80% of your sales potentially. And here's why. So this one also is in that range, the higher range that Copilot said. Design is the primary differentiator because in POD, you're not competing on manufacturing quality, shipping speed, or customer service. Those are largely handled by your POD provider. Yeah, I agree. Your design is essentially your entire product value proposition. Totally agree. The search results highlight several key factors that support design's importance. Poor targeting with designs that don't strongly appeal to any specific segment results in expensive advertising costs and low conversion rates. Yeah, that's what I would say. Like if you're pushing designs that nobody wants to buy, you're not, just because you put lots of money into advertising doesn't mean you're going to get a sale. You need to have the product that people want to buy first, then do your ads. This suggests that targeted, appealing designs are crucial for conversions. Correct. High quality product presentation led to a 35% increase in conversion rates for one company, showing how visual elements directly impacted sales. Other factors that matter but are secondary to design, all of these put design at the top, which is great. Pricing strategy, product photography and presentation, marketing, niche targeting. The reality check. Only around 24% of POD merchants remain operational after 3 years in business. Whoa, I didn't ask for that, but that's an interesting statistic, which suggests that while design is crucial, execution across all areas matters for long-term success. Think of it this way, a great design with poor marketing might get some organic sales, but a poor design with great marketing will struggle to convert browsers to buyers. Yeah. The design is what ultimately convinces someone to purchase your specific t-shirt over the thousands of other options available. So you heard it from me. I said it was 70%. You heard it from other AIs, which kind of tell you that it's really important or really, really, really important, with some of them saying up to 80% of it being how important it is for getting a sale on print on demand. So I wanted to ask you, and so I made several polls on my social media sites, and let's take a look at how those polls are going. So here are the different polls that I put on my social media sites or profiles. This one's for X, you can see right here. Only 2 people voted, but they said 60 to 70% is the percent of how important it is for design for getting a sale. Facebook, let's see, 17 people voted, and it's kind of split, but more people, 59% of those people said 70 to 80. Whoa. So even more important. Some people said even over 80%, which is interesting. And for my biggest selection here, 43 votes so far on YouTube. If you haven't voted, you can here, but 58% said over 80%. So yeah, I would have to agree. I said 70. It could be up to 80, depending on your niche and you know, your competition there. So it's super important. And I think it will continue to be important for print on demand. So what do you think the percentage is? Leave that in the comments here. Is it 70%? Is it 80%? Is it even more than that? Speaking of how design is so important, my latest video is about design and how to create a boho design, these boho flower designs. I'll put it right here so you can see that. Like I said, design is super important. Learn how to create good designs, and that video should help you. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.